What is going on, YouTube? It's Tyler from Mission VR, where it's my mission to bring you guys good quality VR content. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than anything you guys have really seen come from me from before, and that's because I have got to just get this one off my chest. And, you know, as somebody who is just such a technology enthusiast, I'm so excited for the future of gaming and for VR, but there is definitely some stuff that is pretty alarming going on, and I do think that it needs to be talked about as a whole, because if we don't talk about it, then it's just going to continue to go down this path. So we are going to discuss that, and we're also going to be basically this video is going to be covering everything that happened at Oculus Connect last week, or Facebook Connect, I should say. We're going to be talking about the games that were revealed, which really was pretty lackluster, and then the big announcement that's going to be kind of the center and the focus of this video today. So make sure you guys do drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. I am doing a massive giveaway for Thanksgiving, which I'm going to be launching here within the week, where I'm going to be giving away 10 keys for Beanstalker VR, which is a PC VR game. So if you're Oculus Quest only, sorry, not this time. But it's a PC VR game. It's an RPG crafter. It's a really good game. I did a full review on it. I will link that above now. But make sure you guys drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and hop on into this video. Okay, guys, so with the first section here in this video, I want to talk about the games that you know, were kind of revealed and talked about at the Connect event, and it's really just not a lot. I mean, we got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which is obviously a classic Grand Theft Auto game. You know, I remember playing this as a kid all the time, and definitely something I'm looking forward to maybe throwing into VR and just seeing what the experience is like. I mean, certainly Resident Evil 4 has been a huge success for virtual reality so far, and I think it's good that we're getting some of these throwback titles in VR. I think a lot of us are looking for more of the throwback titles in VR, some of our favorite experiences ever. So definitely a big thumbs up to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Another really cool thing going on, we have Vertigo Games, which has come out with some really good VR games, and they have an excellent game. Well, I shouldn't say that. A game that looks to be excellent coming out after the fall. And they have announced a new partnership where they're going to be building 5 new games, and it even says on the website, including fan favorite game worlds from Deep Silver. Now, if you guys don't know about Deep Silver, if you've never played a game from Deep Silver, let me just tell you a little bit about what you could potentially be getting yourselves into here. Saints Row. Yes, Saints Row would be a lot of fun, and you know, considering we talked about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas being in VR, if they made a Saints Row game in VR, or they took like Saints Row 2 for example and made it into VR, I'm pretty sure that would be a really fun experience. I loved Saints Row 2. I played a lot of that. I played all the Saints Row games. Saints Row 2 is a little bit my favorite, but I did like 3 and 4 as well. Overall, great games. How about this? Chivalry. Chivalry could be an amazing VR game. So if we're looking for fan favorites, those are two of the two obvious choices that fit the bill for potential VR for games. Pathfinder Kingmaker, probably not going to be that one. Iron Harvest, definitely not. You know, Saints Row and Chivalry definitely fit the bill for you know, what would be potential VR titles from Deep Silver. So definitely looking forward to that. That's pretty awesome. And lastly, we kind of got some more Beat Saber stuff that's going on. They're going to be adding some new downloadable tracks. They did show Population 1's going to have more events. And finally, the Quest is going to be getting Blade and Sorcery exclusively coming to the Quest. So that's pretty cool. Blade and Sorcery is overall a really good game. Haven't checked out the new update where they added dungeons yet. I still think at this point it's still a little bit behind some of the other games that have these features now. But still an overall really great game. Very moddable, a lot of fun. But that's really it for the games that were revealed at Connect. And really the other thing that was revealed at Connect is quite a bit alarming, and we're going to talk about that here in the next section. So if you have been following any type of social media or anything at all regarding the Facebook Connect event, you would know that Facebook is no longer going as Facebook, and they are now brand labeling themselves as Meta. Now, here's the thing. The metaverse, you know, we talk about this and we watch movies like Ready Player One, and you know, the whole idea of the metaverse sounds really cool. like a virtual reality, space where people can create and there's jobs and all this stuff. And the way that they tout it on the thing is it's this big, positive, super happy, awesome thing where we're going to be able to hop into club environments or vacation spots and, meet with our friends from halfway across the globe and all these cool things and be able to go on all these cool adventures together through virtual reality. And yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like, any VR enthusiast's dream. Here's the problem. We have a company that is, and I'm going to say I'm biased. I'm absolutely going to say I'm biased here. As much as Facebook has done great things for virtual reality, and they really have, the Oculus headsets, the Oculus brand is a great brand. It really is an amazing brand. The Quest 2 is a good headset. It's helped drive VR forward. They're helping game studios get up and running and actually be profitable with VR games. They've done amazing things. Oculus itself has done amazing things for virtual reality. But this company is not the company that I would want to control basically the new internet. And that's what this is. This metaverse that is being created now, it's the internet 2.0 is really what we're looking at. They are creating what is going to be forever known as the second integration of internet. Because think about it, there's the internet now, which was created, and then now there's going to be this one centralized metaverse platform that I have no doubt in my mind Facebook will get out ahead of. And I know I did see an announcement from Microsoft that they're also going to be making a metaverse. I highly doubt that theirs will even be able to compete with Facebook, just because Facebook is one of the largest companies in the entire world and they have way too much power. And that's the sad thing here, is that the reason why this video needs to be talked about is because Facebook has way too much power. They have way too much power, and it's just the shady practices that they get themselves into, the stuff that they allow on their platform, the open, blatant censorship that they have. If you don't align to their viewpoints, you're immediately removed from their platform, and this is not the way forward. In any stretch, whether it's a social media platform or whether it's the metaverse, whether it's gaming, whether it's this, a lot of people are looking to get away from a lot of that stuff, and they find stories and all these different news outlets, and they get their opinions, and they get so much stuff from the internet now. And when you have a company that's as big as Facebook that is just openly censoring people and taking down people's content because it doesn't fit their narrative, how is that going to carry over to the one metaverse, or the basically, I'm going to call it the second internet? This is being developed as the secondary wave to internet, because if this goes forward with the vision that they have and what they have talked about in their videos, basically, this is going to become the foundation, the groundwork for the entire future of all technology that we know and love and all the things that we do. And I'm just not sure I want a company like Facebook to be in charge of that. And I'm going to give credit to Thrillseeker here, because Thrillseeker, I watched his recent video on it, and he brought up a really good point that I didn't even think about. But it was the fact that, why is one company supposed to be the one that has the code and the source code for all this stuff, so that they can basically moderate what goes into the metaverse? There can't be differing views of opinion. You can't get some of the things that you might need to get, because they're the ones that are kind of, acting as the gatekeepers to all of that stuff. It should be open source. If it was completely open source, that would be great, because then anybody can create anything, and there will be jobs, and there will be a new foundation, just like the internet is now, right? But the problem is we have these super mega corporations and these companies that are absolutely overstepping their bounds of power, and this is definitely something that we need to be aware of that's going forward. And I don't have a solution for this. I don't know what to do other than raise awareness so that we can be aware. All these cyberpunk dystopian type futures that we have watched, and I know that if you're playing VR, you definitely have seen or read novels and watched movies with cyberpunk and dystopian style futures where tech companies and big corporations basically run everything, and there's no more government that without corporation, right? Well, this is kind of the beginning stages of that, and that's a little bit freaky, I mean, that's something that I don't want to live in a society that's controlled by corporations and stuff. I want to be free. That's one of the biggest things about this. So, and I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, feel the same exact way. So when we have a company like Facebook that is really engaged in shady practices and is just overall not a good company, other than, what they've done for technology is great, but like their morals and their actual scope of what a company is not good. It's terrible, to be just bluntly honest with you. These are things that, like, I don't know if I really want them inventing the internet 2.0. I think that that's a dangerous road to go down. And to be honest, I'm not sure how we stop it, other than, maybe hoping that, through our voices that we can get, legislation passed that kind of limits the power of these companies at Facebook, which, we already know that our voices are slowly becoming less and less heard these days. And that's certainly alarming. And that's just where we're at with this situation. And I think it's good to just raise awareness and just talk about this stuff openly, because if they know that we know what they're trying to get accomplished, they'll be a lot less likely to succeed. The longer they can keep us in the dark while they slowly integrate, these policies where they just slowly take over the world. And, if we're just locked into our technology, we don't care what's going on. We're just, I'm just so happy to be part of the metaverse. Well, that's great. But like, how far does it go before we realize we can't get freedom back, before they have every aspect of our lives and they're able to control every aspect of our lives? And I know it sounds like, oh, that'll never happen. Well, it is happening. It's happening right now. It's happening right before our eyes. These companies are taking large swaths of our lives. I mean, I hate to say it, but if somebody really wanted to find every bit of information out on me, I'm sure that it's all locked into some internet browser somewhere, someplace. So it's not out of the realm of possibility where these companies will eventually have enough power to literally control your everyday life. So that's my little rant about Meta, the company, and what's going on. And as excited as I am for the future of virtual reality technology and VR gaming in general, I've been a gamer my whole life. I love virtual reality so much. I think it's freaking awesome, but I'm definitely a little bit alarmed here. And as much as I want full dive VR and to be able to almost blur the lines of reality, I think that would be really cool. It's also super dangerous, and especially coming from a company like Facebook. If I could trust that I was going to hop into a metaverse that, was run and managed the right way, then that'd be great. I know obviously you can always take the headset off, right? Well, that's great. But if this is really what it seems like it's going to be, this is going to be the internet 2.0. This is going to be the foundation for everything technologically moving forward. And if that's controlled by just one company or even just two companies, and people don't have the ability to create truly free speech platforms or truly free, creative expression platforms, then we don't really have a society moving forward. We're going to have a very controlled version. So that's my rant about Meta, and I think that we needed to kind of get that off my chest, because I certainly am a little bit nervous about this decision from Facebook, from Meta, I should say. And, I certainly hope that it doesn't look as bleak as it sounds, because this is not the company that I would want to build the metaverse. That is for sure. But that's where we're locked in right now. So make sure you guys, just raise awareness for this. Keep this in mind. Don't lose sight of your freedoms, all around the world. If you're somebody that, believes in being a free human being, then, don't lose sight of that any stretch of the way. Make sure you always think about whether this is something that could eventually be abused. And that's how I always look at life is this company coming out with something that could eventually take over an entire industry and be abused and used against me to, prevent me from being free, prevent me from making my own creative choices, my own, thought processes. Those are things we all need to be aware of, and those are things that every single one of us should take on a daily basis, thoughts to make sure that some company or government or any entities really, are they abusing my freedom? Are they taking away my basic human rights, which is to be alive and to feel whatever way I want to feel? So that's my little rant. That's all. I'm going to leave you guys with that. There really wasn't a ton to cover from Connect. I mean, yeah, the metaverse is going to be certainly an ongoing news topic, but this year's Connect certainly didn't offer as much as previous year's Connects, but, we did get some good stuff, and I'm definitely looking forward to this Vertigo Games Deep Silver collaboration. Pretty cool things there, and that's really about it for today's video. So make sure you guys do go ahead and drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. I got my monthly Game Watch video coming out here in the next next couple days, so you guys will be able to see that. And go ahead and join my Discord if you guys are interested in that giveaway. Like I said, I'm going to be giving away for Thanksgiving 10 keys for Beanstalker. So if you want to win one of those keys, there will be 10 winners, and I will be doing that on my Discord server, which you guys can find the link in the description below. But that is it for today's video. I will see you guys in the metaverse. Actually, probably not. I'll see you guys in the next one.